All right. Hello, Karma. Good to see you. How are you guys
Good
doing
to see
today?
you.
Doing good.
Great.
Excellent. Excellent. So you guys have been on the patches for how long now?
The middle of April, actually the third week of
Third
April.
week of third week of April.
Hmm.
Fantastic. So go ahead. I want to, people need to hear people's stories and the results that they're getting with this and what's happening. And you have a phenomenal story. So I would love if you would share, tell the folks listening just a little bit about what you had been dealing with previously, and then you can tell them what's changed since you got on these incredible patches. So go ahead.
I was dealing with sciatica for 4.5 years, pain all the way down my right leg, past my calf. Um, I had ordered the diamond kit, went in all the way at first, and I learned that the Eon patch was for anxiety, and I had all kinds of inflammatory issues. So I used it along with the Ice Wave X39. And then I noticed the very first day, my mood, I woke up the next morning and my mood was unreal, off the charts. Because when you've been down and in pain for so long, it finally gets to your mental state. I was in a dark, very, very dark place. So I noticed that right away with the X39. About 4 days later, I noticed my pain had totally gone, which was amazing to me.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible.
Yes, and it's not returned. So
So
now
you
I'm
you
using
had that pain for 4 years.
four and a half
That's
years.
sciatica, 4.5 years, and within 4 days of using the patch, that pain was gone.
Right. I have been to
Wow.
chiropractors, physical therapy, 40 visits. I mean, just I tried and tried to do everything, dry needling with my physical therapist. Just I had tried everything that I need to try. And
Wow. How much money do you think you spent on that issue?
oh, there is no thousands. And my husband actually had talked to me about stem cell therapy
Hmm.
with a mind, body, spirit clinic up here in Nashville. And it was going to be $20,000, and who knows how much more and how long it would last. And I didn't like the idea of, well, I looked into it and they didn't actually use the embryos, but I just didn't like the idea of spending that much money and no guarantee. And I'm 67, and I found out that our stem cells are dormant. I have
Hmm.
no activity, stem cell activity. So the X39 has differentiated into many parts of my body, and it is still rejuvenating and building up so many things in my body.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's incredible. From 4.5 years, you spent thousands of dollars. And then from one patch, $99 a month that you can get those for. And you had been on also Aeon and you did the Ice Wave. So you had actually tried three different patches and you had gotten that sciatic pain to go away, your mood enhanced. Did you notice any other things did your sleep change or any other things change for you during
Oh
that
yes, the stress level changed. That was with the Eon patch, anxiety, which causes pain.
time? Right.
So I guess all of it together, the inflammatory issues that I was having throughout my whole spine and right side, yeah, it's just amazing to me. I'll never be off of the patch because, I mean, for that much a month, I'll do without my other supplements. Because
Sure.
even with 49, you're building muscle mass, and I do want to start a workout program. But yeah, I'm healing.
Oh, that's
I've
amazing.
noticed my muscle mass in my calves and in my actually I'm fat. My fat is melting off a little bit.
So
My
you
toe.
have so
Go ahead.
fat is leaving out of your body and you're
Yeah.
noticing an increase in strength or in muscle tone.
Oh yes.
Wow,
And I
amazing.
started the X49 about a month ago.
Excellent. So for those of you listening, X49 works with the AHK copper peptide, which is the alanine amino acid, and that is clinically proven to increase strength by as much as up to 70%, especially in elderly. So that's amazing what your experience. I'm huge. X39 and X49 are my go-tos for performance. I've shared my testimony before on recovery, being an aspiring professional disc golfer, as well as right now I'm learning how to play polo. So, being on horses, swinging those mallets around, and it's like full contact, full body, intense. And X39, X49 makes all the difference in the world for the recovery and the stamina, and the heart health, all the things. So that's amazing that you're experiencing that. Now, the anxiety, the sciatic pain, everything that you're dealing with, how did that affect your life before using the patches? Like, in what ways did this affect you?
It was totally debilitating. Like I said, the dark place that I was in, because I'd given up, and I actually prayed, and I was asking the Lord to please come back. Just, it was just unbearable. It really, sciatica is, if you haven't had it, I don't know how to describe it. There was no little, it was 24/7.
I work
Yeah.
away from home, and I talk to her, on the phone all the time. And when them patches, they come in right after I left, and within 2 days, it was like talking to a different person, totally different person. She was happy. Her outlook was just totally amazing. And I mean, she's like, I got to get these down here to the boat to you, because I run a river down here closer to home. So they brought them down there and dropped them off. And so I started using them. But it's like talking to a different person, because she'd be so depressed, and her outlook was just dull.
I didn't want to let him
It's
know
horrible.
what pain I was in, because he would have gotten off the boat. And I tried to just put on a facade and let him think that everything was all right as best I could.
Well, that's
But
very
he's
noble of
gone
you.
28 days at a time.
Yeah. That can be very difficult and challenging. So it sounded like this really affected every area of your life.
Every area.
Yep.
Wow.
My housework got behind. I couldn't keep my son's business. Anyway, yeah, every year I couldn't even sit in a chair for very long. I couldn't stand for very long. I was on a walker. I couldn't lay, and I was trying to just move around in every way I could. Just tried to stretch, nothing helped. Nothing.
Yeah, that's
Constant pain.
sciatica can be such a it's such a difficult problem, being so internal and painful, where you just feel like you can't get any relief, and it's just kind of gnawing at you from the inside. So yeah, I can fully understand that from my background in doing different chiropractic work. So that's incredible that 4.5 days you were able to get relief for that problem after using the patch. Now, your husband here, you've had some results also from using the patch as well, haven't you? Have you noticed some changes?
Yeah, it's stuff that I woke up one day, and I never could sleep on my right side because I broke my shoulders when I was younger. And I left notice, and I thought, I'm sleeping on my right side, and my shoulders, I never could raise them about like that right there. But now, shoot, I can do them like that and do them.
Wow.
To do all that. And it's completely made a difference in my shoulders. Yeah, they still got a little bit, but I can tell the difference in them all the time. I mean, it's just a continual healing process, I'm sure. I don't know. All I know is I can do things I used to couldn't do, and they don't hurt. I mean, I'd wake up, my shoulders would be killing me, but I don't have that problem no more.
I think the collagen in the 49 is also helping his skin. And I know the crepey skin for me, I love it. Well, it's 300 more times collagen in the 49.
Yeah, it can increase the collagen, your own body's collagen production by over 300 times. Clinically
Love
proven to
it.
do
Don't
that.
need my collagen drink in the morning.
Yeah,
Wow.
I used to wake up about every morning with a headache. I don't never wake up with headaches anymore.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I slept, I sleep a lot better, but then that may be what it was. I might have been sleeping rough, but I don't never have a headache when I wake up. I always had BCs, beside the bed
Mhm.
to take when I got up, but I don't ever have that problem no more. It's a
Wow.
lot. It's so many little things that you start noticing. I mean, it's like it ain't my shoulders really stood out because they used to hurt me bad. But it's just on at the small things you start noticing, and
Mm.
no telling what's going on actually that we don't even know.
Yeah, that's true. Some of the things we know, and then in on the internals, when your DNA is being revitalized and you're
Yes.
creating a fine tuning for that younger, more youthful expression inside your DNA, there's a whole host of benefits that come from that, and that's a lot of the small little changes that you notice tend to come from that. So
Oh,
that's
yeah, the
that's
small
incredible.
things, the things you do notice. A lot of them so big. Shoot, just imagine about the things you don't know that's going on that it's doing.
Oh,
I
very
feel like
well.
it's all around healing my body all the way around.
Now, has this impacted your work at all? Are you able to do your work better, or like how has that impacted you in your work life at all?
Well, my outlook, I'd wake up and it'd take me an hour to get my head, but now when I open my eyes, I'm ready to go. It's completely
Mm.
different. Your mental focus and everything, which I run a boat. I push barges up and down the river.
Yeah, you run big boats, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And the mental part's just unreal.
Mm.
And your focus and your readiness to go. Just quick. It ain't like you got to get up and drink 4 or 5 cups of coffee and drag around till you get going. Shoot, now I wake up and I'm ready to go.
That's amazing. All from a little
Mhm.
patch. You wear 12 hours a day and
Yep.
take off, and the effects continue to benefit you. Raise those copper peptide levels, regenerate those stem cells, get that stem cell differentiation that Karma, as you were saying, as people age, your stem cells they become invalid and they stop differentiating, which is why people begin to age faster once they hit about 60 years old. So that's amazing. You guys have an incredible story, and it sounds like it was really, what you were dealing with was impacting so many areas of your life, which I talked to a lot of people. We now have over 500 people using these patches, and your story. There's so many stories like this that I hear that people are saying, I was praying for an answer. I was asking God for something because I was just at my wit's end or the end of my rope with the way that I was feeling. And now after using these patches, they're experiencing the same exact thing that you experience, all for $99 a month. Imagine the things you can replace and what you can take off of your plate because of the way you function
Mm.
better, feel better. So
Yeah,
thank you so much.
I've actually lost 8 pounds, and I ain't really changed nothing. I ain't got the appetite I used to have. It's like, I don't know, everything's different. But, the main thing, the reason that I wanted it was her. I've watched her for the last 4 years plus, and it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking.
Mm.
I'd done anything to get her better. And for it to come up and just be a little old patch, that's mind boggling.
Right, it's so good. Well, I'm so glad we were able to connect and you guys got started. You made the decision to dive in. And how much did you know about this technology when you started?
I didn't know nothing. She's the brains of this
Yeah.
outfit.
Patricia King, the testimony on her husband, Parkinson's. I said,
Mm.
if it'll help him, surely God, this could be an answer. And I tried everything else. So I just went all in. I just felt the Holy Spirit say, do it. And I just, diamond,
I've,
and use them all. We use them all now.
I've just
Yeah.
always been an outside person, an old country boy, raised up the woods on the farm. And so, you know, she's she's actually been she's everything to me. She's everything. She's educated me on a lot, but
Oh,
I
well,
don't
so good. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. I'm so happy for you guys. And I thank you for sharing your testimony. I have no doubt that your testimony will impact so many people. And, you can sleep well at night knowing that, because you said yes, you stepped up, and, you took it on yourself to join us in our mission and sharing this news and telling people about the results you've gotten and the results other people are getting. You can sleep well at night knowing that your message is getting out there, and there's people that are dealing exactly what you're dealing with that are going to get help now because you took the time to share. So yeah, so proud of you guys, and
That's
thanks
the
for
whole
taking
thing.
the time to do this. Is there anything that you would say to someone who's looking into this, or they're thinking about trying the patches? What would you tell that person?
I would say you don't have anything to lose. They're guaranteed.
Yeah.
Try them.
Yeah. It's a
You get your money
back.
back, and you will notice a difference, even though it does take a month, let's say a month for every decade to build everything up. But I noticed it right away.
I did too.
And there's a lot of people that do notice it right away, but do it,
Yeah.
because you don't have anything to lose and everything to gain.
We've always been taught the doctor's the answer, and it didn't take us long to realize that's not so. But I know they come in handy sometimes for, I guess, for different things.
Or a diagnosis.
But this right
That's
here, if anybody wants their health back, they need to try it.
Well, fantastic. Well spoken, guys. Thank you for taking the time to share. And yeah, I'm so grateful because people are praying and looking for answers, and you guys are stepping up and helping people to be able to get the answers that they're looking for. So I love the way God uses people to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
Oh, we tell everybody we come around, we tell them.
It's easy to do when something works that well, right?
You're excited.
You can really get behind it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and when people are like, you thinking, but we've actually started taking, sacking some patches up, to people, that interested, they're interested. And
You can tell when
Yeah.
someone's interested and when
older
they're
people are hard to get
skeptical,
through.
but yeah.
Well, very good. Well, thanks for taking the time to be here and share your story. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Fireside Call.
Awesome.
Thank you, Grant.
Thank you.